Richard,
Good morning.
busy time of the year for you.
It is, and thank you because I know you've been under the weather a little bit. So thanks for posting
No,
and making it happen today. We have lots
I'll
of to
make it.
talk about, man. This is the day of the Cleveland Browns.
It is. It is a day of, and you've had a busy week. Turkeys, this and that, everything else. Do you like Thursday night football?
I love Thursday night football. I love it. I love it. I wish we could have a game every day.
Well, we're not far off. But it's my least favorite of all the games.
Why?
I don't know. It just doesn't feel. It feels too gimmicky for me still.
Yeah, I don't feel that. I love it, and it's easy to find. I don't have to search it. Amazon Prime. Finding some of these games sometimes is crazy.
Well, if it's local, like it'll be on the
ESPN2.
local channel if it's your team. So you don't even have to go to Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Right, if it's your team. But when I look for it on Thursdays, I love it that it's there on Amazon Prime. But like I said, you have ESPN1, ESPN2, then it's ESPN with Peyton, and geez, oh man. So it does get a little over commercialized. And by the way, how do you like Tom Brady as an analyst?
He's okay, and for the money that they're paying, he should be better than okay. That's just my thought.
Yeah, I don't like him. I don't like him, but I find myself almost, sounds weird, almost feeling a little sorry for him. Not because of his performance on the job, but feels like the spotlight's under him so bright that he really, and he's coming across as like the victim in his divorce. And he's coming across like he's just a nice, normal guy. You're not seeing anything bad about him. So I kind of feel bad for him.
I think that's a pretty good observation, in so much as no matter what he did from a broadcast standpoint, he couldn't be good enough.
No, he's never going to be good enough. He's never.
Yeah.
Because we have him on this pedestal where he's deified. And on the football field, he should be, because he is inimitable for now anyway. So I don't know how we got on that, but yeah, I do like Thursday night football. I think there's one thing that makes me worried about tonight's game.
Weather?
Chubbs.
Oh, well, what? I don't disagree with you. The Steelers, well, here's the other thing. The Steelers always have problems with Cleveland at Cleveland.
Well, I mean, that's just inherent. That comes with the territory, because it really does come back to the movie Any Given Sunday.
Right.
And on any given Sunday or Thursday, you play up to it. And I mean, this is a big game. I know we say Baltimore's the rivalry, but it's always been Cleveland. And so even within the AFC North, it's everyone. Everyone is a rivalry.
Oh, you're right about that. And I found it interesting. He's been in the league 10 years. This will be Jameis Winston's first start, I think, against the Steelers, which is kind of a little bit difficult to believe, but he's kind of bounced around. He hasn't played against them every year. I've always liked Jameis Winston as a teammate, as a guy who gets everybody going. I don't know how good he is in terms of talent at this point, but
well, you get a running quarterback, I think it's always a problem.
Right, a guy who can use his legs a little.
Yeah, it's always a problem. You break the pocket, breaks down, boom, he's gone. That's tough to defend any team. That really is, and that's why I kind of like Justin Fields. And I really want to get to the point where we saw last week. We saw Justin Fields used the way we anticipated he should be right from the beginning, right? And even though it was only 2 plays, it really set the tone and said, okay, we do have packages developed. You may see them, you may not, but we have them.
I have a gigantic observation off this, and it's probably the thrust of the show today and kind of the biggest thing I have to say. If the Steelers trust Justin Fields at the very end of the football game in minus territory to ice the game out, and he did, he just slid too early. Like, he did what he was supposed to do, he just slid too early. But if they trust him to close a game out, they absolutely trust him in a red zone package and should implement that. Russell Wilson has proven to be great between the 20s. Fantastic. But there's a little extra change of pace, I think, that could really help the Steelers in the red zone with the element of Justin Fields. And if they had trusted him last week to close the game out, they certainly trust him to score a touchdown or in the red zone. And I think we probably see that tonight.
Well, yeah, I mean, I hope so, but yeah, I mean, Russell's great. He's doing a great job, like you said, between the 20s. You just can't. A win is a win. I mean, all the adages, you can say all of it. A win is a win. Blah blah blah. At the end of the year, you win the Super Bowl. Nobody said, well, you only won by 2 points. Nobody says that. But it is really concerning that we can win a game and not score a touchdown. Now, that's the second time, right?
Is it concerning or is it uplifting?
Well, I guess it could be either. It's uplifting in that it speaks volumes about our defense.
Yeah.
Concerning that, 4 trips to the red zone and you don't score. Yeah, that's a concern. You have to fix that. Now, one was, poor choice, just forcing it, trying to make a play. I get it. You don't hold that against the guy. But then I look at what the packages were and what plays were called in the end zone. One thing I know about Najee is when I expect him to run, the defense expects him to run. And when the defense expects him to run, he usually gets shut down pretty quick. And that's just not where I would use him. So I think that we really need to address that. I think you're going to see a great game tonight, and I think the Steelers will prevail. But Chubb scares me because Chubbs and Jameis, they both scare me, and they're both runs.
Yeah, I think the Steelers have shown something a lot different. And even though they didn't score a touchdown, their ability to use Washington, their ability to use Freiermuth in the middle of the field, and if you see when Washington catches the ball, and this is something that wasn't there last year, not just him catching the ball, Richard, but when he catches it, if you're watching on television, there's no one else on the TV screen. No one else. He'll catch the ball, and there's no one within 30 yards of him, it seems. Look at that hat.
Wait, look who signed it. He bought a car from us.
I can't see.
I'm trying.
Mount Washington.
Yep.
Look. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Wait, who? Yep, there it is, number 80. That's your guy.
You know what I'd like to do with this?
Auction it off.
I'm going to give it away.
You should give it away.
I'm going to give it away. Kara, can we give it away?
Yeah.
Kelsey, can we do that? How do we give it away?
By the way, how far back does his driver's seat need to recline?
I don't know. I haven't been in there with him.
That's got to be, he's got to be testing the limits.
He's a pretty big dude. We're going to give it away. Kara's going to figure it out.
All right, perfect.
We're giving it away. Okay?
I think that they found a way.
We are. We're giving it away.
Yeah, you got to clear that through the FCC.
What?
So.
No, I don't. What's that? Oh, it says to Richard.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can give it. You know what? The first guy named Richard who gets in touch can have it.
That's a deal. I agree.
Right. That's the way to do it. But I think that wrinkle of the offense has been great. And I can't speak enough to keeping George Pickens engaged. Again, a month and a half ago, we were talking about if he's going to be a Steeler for the long term. Seriously. Yeah. Everybody was saying that.
Well, the guy's definitely outspoken. He's definitely a personality, and he's absolutely a talent. I still want to see across the middle stuff, slants. I want to see slants and go, baby, go. I think you're going to see one of those tonight for a touchdown. I predict it.
Huh.
Yeah, I do. But do you like the Steelers?
I do. I like the Steelers. But here's the thing. I like a win is a win is a win game. I don't think we're going to wake up tomorrow and it's going to be this big offensive outburst. 1, because of the weather. 2, because of the opponent. And 3, just because of the confines and structures of the offense. It might be a 16-9 game again, something like that. And I just hope people don't complain because this is what it's now almost December. It's the AFC North. It's cold. It's rainy. It's 35 degrees with sleet up there. This is what it's going to be. They're not going to go 5 wide, throw it all over the place. And Najee's running.
But they might, and they could.
I don't think they would. Najee's running as hard as he has.
I agree. I agree. I'd just like to see them come out and do something like that to show that we can, and then that actually puts everybody on notice that we may not just come out and try to run the ball all the time because we have the talent.
I think something that hasn't been talked about enough either is the way Zach Frazier, the center, has played.
Oh, he's an animal. He's a beast.
He's played phenomenally.
Yeah, he's a beast. Yeah, he drives a Ford F-150.
Oh, he does. Well, he's a West Virginia kid.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, he's brute, man. He really is. He's going to go down with the Marquise Pouncey's of the world. He's going to be really, really good.
He has a chance.
He's already really good.
Last year at this time, he's playing against Iowa State, and now he's dominating the NFL.
Yeah, and limped off the field in the final game, right? Just crazy. Yeah, no, he's a beast. Love him. And I think, some of the development of that offensive line has created some of Russell's issues.
Roderick Jones needs to get it together, Richard.
He's really inconsistent.
Oh.
Yeah, he really is. He's really inconsistent. He's got the talent. I don't know what it is, but he seems to be the source of a lot of penalties. And I don't know what the stat is, but he seems to be the source of it. And
he just fights himself all game, it seems like.
Yeah, it does. It does seem that way. But, you get that under control. How many times was Russell sacked? 5?
Yeah, too much. He's been hit too much.
You can't do that. And you can't do that and survive or score in the red zone because in the red zone, they're coming. You know it.
I'm just stunned at not stunned, but like Boswell is probably the best kicker in the NFL right now.
Right now, I say absolutely.
And I didn't think he had that bad year. He's kind of had 2 bad years, but rebounded both times. And like, it's automatic from 50 yards now to where it's scary how good he is.
Yeah. I like it. He's a good guy, and I like it for him. I like it for us. But he really is the best kicker in the NFL right now. He's money.
He outperformed Justin Tucker by 10 miles the other day.
I am so tired of hearing. Every time I hear how
here we go.
Oh my God. Every time I hear it, if I'm watching it on television, every time I hear it, I go, please make him miss. Please. He's not that good. Make him miss. And he misses.
Not anymore. He's fallen off.
Yeah. Because what happens is when you start patting yourself on the back too much, that man upstairs, he'll just kind of slap you down a little bit.
So do you really think there's going to be an offensive output tonight?
I do.
What's the score going to be?
I think we're going to score 30 points.
What?
I'm telling you.
In the cold and rain like this?
I'm telling you, we're going to score 30 points.
Okay.
Snow tires. We have snow treads.
All right.
Yep. 30 points. Remember it.
17-9, the Steelers win.
17-9.
17-9, yeah.
Can I bet you $1?
Sure.
Okay, $1.
$1. 17-9. We both have the Steelers winning, though, which
scares me.
Well, no. Why? The Steelers are good.
Well, it scares me when I start to go all in, and then you get that wake-up call.
I was much more skeptical on them going into the year than you were. You thought they'd be really good.
I did, and there was people who did, but I really liked the idea right from the beginning. The Justin Fields, Russell Wilson combo, I just thought that was gold, and I really liked it. I looked at all their talent. I still look at their talent. George Pickens, all we needed was the key to unlock him. Because he's had the talent. We just didn't have the key to unlock him. Arthur Smith is that key. He's unlocking him. He's allowing everybody to be good. Russell Wilson's allowing everybody to be better. It's just great. It's a great time for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Defense, I'd like to see Joey get a little bit more pass coverage, better at it.
Yeah.
I think that's youth and maturity. Because he's certainly got the physical attributes to do that, and the talent. So I'm excited for him and his future. I love our linebackers.
They're good.
Yeah, I love our linebackers. And and look at the way Cam's playing. We did a thing on the Bubba Show a week ago maybe.
Right.
We talked about the biggest trash talker on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And who do you think it is?
Cam?
Yeah. And that surprised everybody. But it doesn't surprise me. He's a pretty competitive dude.
That's how he is. I like it. And he backs it. You know what? I was thinking of this just the other day. He had something in the city. Holistically, from a player and off the field guy, he's one of the best representatives we've ever had of a professional athlete in this city. Ever.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I'm trying to think of who I would put in there as second, even runner up.
Well, I mean, Clemente's first. But then, you know.
But is he? Or do
probably.
But why?
From a humanitarian standpoint, all the stuff that he did.
Only because he was killed doing a humanitarian deed. But he didn't really have sustainability yet. He didn't add it long enough.
Cam has done a gazillion things. Charlie Batch has done a gazillion things.
Charlie Batch is, Charlie's good. I wonder how long has Roberto Clemente, how long did he play? Do we know?
12 years, 15 years.
Was it that long?
He was on the 60 team, then he was on the 71. So, yeah.
55 to 72. So you're right. So I guess he did have the sustainability. I didn't think he did.
Right.
But he was very quiet, very unassuming. So, yeah, I mean, I guess you're probably right there. Who else would be?
I mean, Mario Lemieux's obviously on it.
Oh, Mario, yeah.
I mean, he's probably tops.
Oh, yeah, Mario to me is class.
Considering all that he's done and all that he's put both in his name and not in his name, and how many people he's helped.
Oh, Mario, yeah. He cannot be left out of that conversation. But Cam is gold, man. He's just gold. He's done it for this city. He's done it for everybody he comes around. No, Cam is gold. So, thanks, Cam.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of gold, wait a minute. I heard you got in the Steel Valley Hall of Fame. You and Bill Chirpak.
That's the rumor.
This is great. Now, are they renaming Campbell Field? Are they renaming it Bazzy Field?
No, Mr. Campbell deserves that honor. Believe me, way more.
R.I.P. Mr. Campbell. That guy, he ruled Steel Valley and Silicon Valley.
He did. He's definitely a badass. But when you come down to Chirpak, he actually won on Saturday for his 10th. That's his 10th title, right?
Right. Yeah, you still are the great. You and Bill Campbell. Now, I don't know if you could beat this one. Bill Gates used to call Bill Campbell for advice.
Well, I didn't know that, and there's no. Bill Gates doesn't call me, so.
No, but I do, so we're close.
That's pretty funny. But yeah, I'm going to tell you, there were some really wonderful people inducted into that Hall of Fame. Of course, Chirpak. There was, I forget his name, a pilot. Man, was he something?
Oh, wow.
Like an F-35. I mean, he was, wow. The story is so compelling. John O. You know John O?
The artist?
Yes. John O. went in, he sat with me. Really cool. He and his wife, Marie. Wow. Just such great honors. John O. has paintings in the White House.
Yes, I did know that.
Yeah, really cool. And that was the cast of people that I was just fortunate enough to be.
He also had like a debilitating injury that hurt him for a long time.
He does. He still lives with it. And it's almost like it's called Colin something or other.
Yeah.
Where he's got, I think the number is in a person, like a healthy person, you and I, maybe 50 feet long of intestines, and he's got 10. So half of his body was removed.
He's a tough guy, man. Tough guy.
He really is. And his talent, when you look at something he's painted, right away, that's Jono. He's got a style. He's got a distinctive style. It's almost like, do you know who Leroy Neiman is?
Oh, for sure.
So when you look at a Leroy Neiman painting, you say, that's Leroy Neiman. You know it. I don't know very many other people that you can do that with, but Jono. Like, I can look at art, which I know nothing about. Okay.
Right.
And I can look at the most wonderful piece of art and say, oh yeah, okay, it's pretty. I like the colors. But when I look at a Jono Presac painting, I say, oh my, that's Jono.
That's him. Right away.
Yeah, 100%. So salute to everybody that I was inducted with. Really.
Yes.
And thank you all.
Sure.
Wonderful.
All right. Steelers tonight. We both have them as winners.
30 plus. I want $1. Give me $1. Might as well pay me.
19-7. If they eclipse 28 points, I'll give you $1.
No, I want
Well,
more. Okay, I'm kidding.
25 or more, I'll give you $1.
I hope you feel better.
I hope I feel better too. I'll talk to you.
But I'm going to West Virginia, where Chelsea and Kara and I are going to give turkeys away. 300 turkeys in Wheeling, West Virginia. We're going to do it. And it's country roads take me home to the place I belong.
Little birdies keep telling me that the Wheeling store is just doing great.
It's doing great. It's Wheeling is definitely a place where the community, caring about the community, really has an impact, and we've been doing that. I keep mentioning Kara and Chelsea, but they've done a great job of embedding us into the community with their involvement and making sure we're involved in the right things. It really is a great community, and we're very fortunate to be part of it. And today would be our first annual turkey giveaway there. So we're going to do that today, and that's where we'll be. And I thank everybody for being so supportive of us, and thank you for being supportive and showing up today.
Well, awesome. Well, I will talk to you soon.
Thanks, Colin.
All righty.